freedom. Freedom is one of the great idols of the heart and one of the great idols of our culture as well. It is worshipped. And the worship of freedom fosters preposterous gratuity and selfishness, no less cynical than you see in the rich man. Freedom, as we idolize it, is to do what we want, when we want, to express ourselves as we feel, and to remain unaccountable. Never to be forced into action or told to refrain from action. In short, to be under no authority. That's how we idolize, that's how we define freedom. Freedom as an absolute value decides over whether or not a baby is born and lives. The freedom to make your own decisions. Freedom as an absolute value turns little children into little terrorists because they soon learn that there is no one who may curb their wishes. Freedom to express yourself without any external constraints lets people choose their sexual orientation or gender. In a cultural melting pot, where how you feel, where the dictates of your own heart not only rule supreme, but are beyond criticism and above good and evil. Freedom lets people take advantage of benefits without responsibilities. Freedom lets social justice warriors use existing problems, social injustice, but not to promote healing or reconciliation between the parties, but to stoke and to keep stoking eternal separation and division and retaliation. But this gratuitous concept of freedom that we so worship, it is also a dream with many rude awakenings. Whenever we discover that there are other people who also have a will of their own, and you encounter it every day. You encounter it in the disagreement of your spouse, so you don't get to do the project that you had hoped you could realize. You discover it in a willful child. And, of course, you discover it in all the people that contradict you and disagree with you. The rich man faced it in the judge's verdict. Eventually, you hit the wall. Everyone hits the wall. But the fact that we still pursue this illusion of absolute freedom tells you that we are not so free after all, but we act under compulsion. It is the power of sin. And of course, most detrimental to our quest is that it puts God to the test. Oh, there is a throne. Yes, there is a throne in heaven, but with room for only one. We are not God. And God's role has not been assigned. It has not been chosen or voted on in a democratic process. It simply belongs. It belongs to God alone, and He will never concede it. Our God is in the heavens, says Psalm 115, verse 3. He does whatever He pleases.